In today's video, I'm showing you exactly how I would set up your food business's social media. To start, a little bit about me. Since I was a kid, I've been in this constant creation space. In high school, I started a few Instagram and TikTok pages, which got tons of organic reach and views. One core thing I figured out early on was to niche down. Stick to your niche. What do people want to see on your page? What do people want from your restaurant? Focus on that and nothing else. I grew my TikTok page to over 60K followers in less than 6 months by doing exactly this. What really made the difference though was doubling down on what worked. Early on, I naturally gravitated toward focusing on the content that worked best and kept doing that. And that's how I was able to scale very quickly. I also learned a lot through dropshipping, posting products online, affiliate marketing, using ads. I did a bunch of different things, which helped me understand marketing a lot better. Then I went to marketing school and got my first client who was actually my teacher, which is actually a crazy story, and started helping him post on social media. This was my gateway into professional marketing. Afterward, I got a second client who referred me to others, and I was able to get over 10 million views in under 3 months for that client, combining everything that I've learned in the past. Shortly after, I decided to lock in on really focusing with restaurants, cafes, and hospitality in general, and that's just been my focus ever since. I started sharing case studies and research on how other restaurants were growing, sharing my learning with my audience, and that helped me grow my current community that we have right now to over 13K followers, and it's growing very fast, which I'm truly grateful for. So let's get right into it. I want to start with talking about foundations. First things first, you need to build your foundation. Who are you talking to? Why are you talking to them? What's your story? Why did you start your restaurant, cafe, or food business? What's your why? Really lock in and understand what that is. What's the core of your business? Are people coming to you for your amazing pancakes? Or maybe they come to you for the good vibes. Maybe they just want a quiet place to work, like maybe like how Starbucks kind of have their thing set up. What do you want people to know you for? This is crucial because if you don't know what people want to know you for, then your marketing will be all over the place. People might see you, but they won't know why they should choose you over the pancake spot down the street. Because there's probably like 10 different pancake spots in your area that are also very good. So why would they choose your spot, your specific pancake spot? That's what you have to get clear on. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know your story and then lock onto that message. And then next, you get clear on your dream customer. Like what type of person walks into your place and loves your pancakes? Are they a DJ who's been up all night and needs breakfast, or a busy parent craving comfort food? Create that dream customer in detail. And this isn't just for social media, it's for marketing in general. For emails, ads, copywriting, knowing your dream customer helps you speak their language and get them interested into your business. If you want to become a category of one, a spot they can't find anywhere else, this step is non-negotiable. Why would people choose your spot over the 10 other pancake places nearby? For example, maybe you're not just serving pancakes, but you've got a live DJ every morning, or smooth jazz playing while people eat, or a beautiful nature-inspired space that they love to work in. That experience makes people loyal. And if you're just starting out and don't know your dream customer, you can use AI to help. You normally have to go through Reddit, Facebook, Google, social media to learn about your audience, but AI lets you do that so much faster nowadays. You can do that in like just a couple minutes. I've got a prompt for you that I'll put onto the screen right now. You could just copy and paste that and edit it to match your style and get clear on your dream customer. Hey, this is future Daniel. On this prompt, you can see that it says insert your completed worksheet here with questions and answers in red. I'm going to leave the link down below to this worksheet where you can answer these questions, allowing you to think even deeper of who you want your dream customer to be, and then paste that into this red spot of the prompt. This allows the prompt to be even more specific to you and your brand and the dream customer that you really want to target. Then I want to go into content pillars. Having your dream customer and your story crystal clear leads directly to creating your content pillars. These pillars are the 3 to 5 core themes that your content consistently sticks to. I wouldn't recommend going beyond 5. That's too much to keep track of, and it could dilute your message. Think of content pillars like the heart and soul of your social media. They should reflect who you are and what your business stands for, but most importantly, what your dream customer wants to see and connect with. For example, your pillars could be authenticity, showing the real you; education, teaching them something useful about your food or dish, maybe; storytelling, behind the scenes moment, maybe some funny moments, and come up with like 3 to 5 of those, or even things like community engagement or customer features. It's important to stay within these pillars because you don't want to confuse your audience with random content unrelated to your brand. Let's say one day you post about football, and the next day it's about pancakes, and the day after it's something totally different. It doesn't build a consistent image for your audience, and it can really disconnect you from your dream customers. People will be like, I'm confused what I'm following this page for. Is it football? Is it pancakes? Is it casino stuff. Stick to your 3 to 5 content pillars. These pillars keep you organized and aligned with your purpose and audience. Plus, they're an endless source of content ideas because once you know your pillars, you always know what kind of content to create, so you don't have to guess or stress about what to post next. All right, let's go into competitor research now. Now that you've laid the foundation and defined your content pillars, the next step is competitor research. This is where you get smart about the businesses that are similar to yours, whether they're the pancake spots down the street, other breakfast joints, or even upscale fine dining restaurants. It doesn't matter too much. Anything in your local hospitality scene or your broader niche can give you valuable lessons. Your goal here isn't to copy and paste. I emphasize, do not copy and paste. The goal is to learn what's working for them and what gets their customers excited and what makes people keep coming back again and again. For example, 11 Madison Park is a great example. I was reading their book, Unreasonable Hospitality, which I really recommend that you guys look into. But the manager overheard a guest saying that they hadn't tried the New York hot dogs yet when they were traveling back. They went to New York to travel and experience the New York lifestyle, but then they were traveling back to their hometown. The manager overheard that they hadn't tried a New York hot dog yet, and what he did was ran out to the hot dog stand, got a hot dog, and had the chef prepare it with their own special plating and stuff for the guests. And the manager said that he's never experienced any guest in his fine dining luxury restaurant react the way they did. And that's because he went above and beyond. He was being unreasonable with his hospitality. He gave those customers an experience that they will remember for a lifetime. These examples highlight how going above and beyond creates unforgettable guest experiences. These experiences are what your social content should reflect. So make notes about what you observe, then brainstorm how you can uniquely apply these ideas in your restaurant, cafe, or food business in general. Competitor research isn't a one and done task. It's something you should keep doing. Check back on these competitors regularly, like weekly or at least monthly, and watch for what's new and what's getting results so you can keep your ideas fresh and competitive. Cool, now you have all of that. So the next step is really organizing your content. Once you understand your competitors and your content pillars, it's time to dive into content research to see what's working right now in your niche. So you want to start by searching popular platforms like TikTok, Instagram, or even Google for the highest performing content related to your niche, whether that's breakfast spots, cafes, dessert shops, or bakeries. The goal is to collect at least 50 pieces of content that have proven to get good engagement, like likes, comments, shares, and views. Put all this information into a Google Sheet. For each piece of content, note down the hook, what kind of video it was, how much engagement it had, and keep a link to the actual video so you can refer back easier. I do this all in Google Sheets. It's very easy and simple. I could put the link in the description for the template. Actually, I'll do that so you guys can just copy it and start adding stuff into it right away. Why do you do this? Because when you hit a creative block or run out of ideas, you don't have to start from zero. You'll have a whole treasure trove of proven content to learn from and spark up your creativity. These are just inspiration and frameworks that you want to put your unique spin and voice on each piece. Another thing I do is keep lists of content creators that I trust, and I categorize them by the specific style of content that they do. For example, like educational, I'll put educational creators that are in my niche in one list. If they're a viral creator that are in my niche, getting crazy views and engagement right now, put them in another niche. So I always have go-to ideas when needed. All right, next, we're actually going to start executing and testing. So with all that research that you've done, it's now time to really start creating content for your own brand. Go back to your list of competitors, your best content, and pick the top 1 to 3 pieces that resonate with you most for each competitor. You might end up with about 30 strong ideas, then narrow down those 30 by choosing the 5 that feel the most aligned with your brand and your dream customer. These 5 pieces become your first batch of content to create and post. The most important thing here is to start taking action and then observe how your audience responds. Pay close attention to what works and what doesn't. The importance of hooks. Hooks are everything. Seriously, that's the most important part of your content. People scroll by so fast nowadays. It takes less than a second, less than 3 seconds before they move on. Your hook is the one thing that stops them in their tracks and make them stay to watch or read. This is why understanding your dream customer so well is crucial, because your hook has to speak their language. For example, if you're targeting people in New York, like I did with one of my posts, use the keyword New York in the hook. That word alone grabs their attention immediately into that video. And since you use that keyword New York, people from New York will immediately be hooked to watching the entire video. Or if you use, let's say POV, this is a must-stop visit if you're a pancake lover. just a quick example, people who love pancakes would be the type of people that will watch that content because you used a proven hook and mixed it in with a keyword that targets your specific audience. So yeah, use keywords, visuals, and text that speak directly to your target audience, and look at your top performing competitive videos. See what kind of hooks that they are using. Use that as inspiration, but always make your own unique version. Alright, I'm gonna go into storytelling. If you guys watch my content, you know this is one of my favorite ways to grow my social media brand is through storytelling, authenticity, and education. Your social content should tell the story of your business, your why, how you created your dishes, the experience people get when they visit. Think of your social media as a movie trailer for your food business. Customers don't just want food, they want to experience the vibe, the story, the personality of the place. Yes, absolutely. Show your food, but do not stop there. Show what it's like to be in your place. Guests enjoying the vibe, the friendly environment, the friendly team, the unique atmosphere that you guys have that makes you stand out. This builds trust and loyalty, and your audience start to see you as a friend that they actually want to support, meaning they will be more loyal and reoccurring customers. Awesome. So once you got all of this done, now you want to be consistent with your content creation. Understand, staying consistent can feel impossible when you're running a busy restaurant. That's why I suggest something called EGC content. So it's employee generated content. If you can't be the one creating content, try and get your team involved. Send them a shot list with clear clip ideas, like for example, clip 1, food prep, clip 2, guest experience, clip 3, exterior sign outside. Get a clip of that so they know exactly what to get each clip. Tell them to at least record at least like 5 to 10 seconds for each clip so you actually have room to edit. They just capture these clips and send them to you or your content person. It usually takes less than an hour a week if you really are committed and spend the time to do it there. And if the restaurant isn't busy and you want to get like a packed environment clip, then just film what you can and save that moment for when it does get packed. Whip out your phone and record it real quick. Should take less than 5 minutes. Oh, so now you've been posting, let's say for 30 to 60 days. Now you gotta check your data. So data is super important. Data helps you understand what's working and what's not working. So check your data, see which posts got good engagement and growth and which didn't. If nothing seems to be working, revisit your content research and test new ideas. Most importantly, remember that hook is king. If your views are low, I want to say 100%, but I'm gonna just say like 90 to 99% that it's your hook. So keep testing different styles, topics, and hooks, and don't get stuck doing the same thing for too long. For example, if it's been 30 to 60 days and something's not working for you and you've been posting like the same hook or the same style for those 30 to 60 days, you tried the same style for way too long. If it hasn't worked from 30 to 60 days, it's most likely not going to work with the specific format and style that you're using. Always test. Testing is so important. Use split testing and keep iterating. This is for any business. You always want an A-B split test. For social media, you want an A-B-C-D-E split test. Instagram has now trial reels that came out for some people. I know there's a lot of people that actually don't have it yet. If you do have it, it's a great tool to use. You can test two or three hooks at the same time, and whichever one works best, then you post that one onto your main feed, and then you also know which hooks work better, so you can continue using that for future videos down the line. Testing is something that helps speed up the process of seeing results, because when you A/B split test, you get to try two different contents at the same time, or two different variations, and understand what works and what doesn't, and then you lock in and double down on the working one. Let's put it like this. There's A, B, C. B did the best. All right, take B out and then create another two types of content that are similar to B's winning hook, and then you test those three, see which one does better, and you keep doing that until you find like the one that's just working and beats all others every single time. That's your winning hook. Stick to that and just keep going and going and going. I want to put a little bonus here: automation and systems. Getting tons of views on social media is great, but if you do not have systems to turn those views into customers, it's wasted effort. Nobody knows where to go. Let's say you're getting millions of views, you're doing great on social media. If you don't have a website, if you don't have a location, if you don't reach out to them through DMs, you don't have any automation or system set up, how will they know where to go? You're getting all these views, but they're just views. They're just numbers at the end of the day. Nobody's converting to customers because they don't even know where to go. That's why it's important to put your website in your link in bio. That's why it's important to have systems set in place. That's why it's important to reach out to the people that followed you, the people that engage with your content. Reach out to them saying thank you for your engagement, thank you for the follow, start a conversation that leads to booking a reservation. You can do automation that leads to your website to book a reservation, or an automation to lead to your email list, with your email list, which you could then do email marketing to and tell them about your dishes and the story about your website, and then they could book a reservation if they want to try a dish or whatever you talked about. There's a bunch of things here. For the automation part, I like to use ManyChat. ManyChat automatically replies to DMs, comments, and even now new followers based on custom keywords. For example, if you create a system when somebody says a specific sentence or a specific keyword or number, when they comment or reply to your story or reach out to you through your DM, this ManyChat automation will automatically respond to them with whatever you set up in the automation. I said keyword you use is booked. When they comment, story reply, or reply to your DMs, that keyword booked, you can set up an automation that literally sends them the link to book a reservation. So yeah, you can send them a link to book a table or sign up for your email list instantly. This helps you engage with people at scale without having to lift a finger. You don't need discounts to convert. Just be personal, thank followers, invite them in, and build relationship. All right, so that's pretty much the foundation of starting your social media from scratch. Everything that you should know from the beginning, to then scaling up your social media and your brand, all through organic social media. Here's my guilt-free call to action. If you want to work with me, I currently have 10 spots available that will fill up in probably the next 30 to 60 days. If you're serious about growing your local customer base with organic social media, go to my Instagram, comment the word packed, and let's create a plan for your business. If you like this video, like and subscribe. And remember, I have some links in the description that you can look for templates on the Google Sheets and stuff. My Instagram as well is in the link. So go check me out in there. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video.